Well, we know there's fuzzy math on Wall Street, but where did they learn that? Well, business school, of course, and we've got Melissa Korn here, who's discovered some more fuzzy math coming out of business schools. Thank you for being here. Welcome back after the holiday. You've dug through the numbers, and this is about diversity of student population at the top business schools in the US. Tell us about it.
So business schools really like to tout their diversity, their racial, ethnic diversity. They can say, a quarter or a third of their students are minorities. But that minority group isn't terribly diverse. So the majority of the minority, if you will, are Asian American students, but underrepresented minorities, African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans, are still a tiny proportion of populations at some of these schools.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've got some figures there on the screen. Minorities, 2013, this is at Cornell University's MBA program, which is reflective of most top programs. Minorities, 34%, but when you exclude the Asian Americans, it's only about 12%. Now, this is just American students. It doesn't include the international students.
Correct.
Because you will have Asians in there from China and places like that.
And a lot of those top schools will have about a third of their student body come from international origins. And again, they're international students, but they're not representing a really broad range of countries necessarily. A lot are concentrated in East Asia, South Asia, and Western Europe. So
what do the business schools say about this? What do they say, well, we're trying our best, but it isn't, we're just not doing it?
Well, they say they're doing it. They say we have these numbers and they're great and they're record highs. Some are record highs, some are not. And when you look back, though, they've been pretty steady for the last 5-10 years. So there's not, they're not making much progress. They say they're trying and they're doing the best they can.
What does that do to the class? I mean, does that make the class worse by having it less diverse?
Absolutely. I think more and more companies are recognizing we need a diverse student body, a diverse employee base. So they want to hire diverse students. To do that,
they need a diverse student body to hire from, to come into.
Exactly.
Now, what are they doing? I mean, part of the issue here is cost, right? It is very, very expensive to go to business school. I went to business school. It was not near as expensive as it is now. But now if you want to go to Harvard or Columbia, it's about $60,000 a year, right? That's tuition and fees. And then you've got to live.
For 1
year.
Eat.
For 1 year, and it's 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of.
It is. It's a lot of money. And there are a lot of organizations trying to support particularly the underrepresented minorities, giving them financial aid. Some schools give full rides, merit-based aid. But it's still not always enough. And some organizations will give a scholarship of $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah, I saw that in the story. I mean, it's just like a joke when you're looking at that, because it's not just, it's $60,000 per year to go to Harvard, 61,000, whatever. So that's 2 years of that. Plus you got to live, right? Plus all the money you didn't make in your previous job, which might be, a lot more money. So we're talking about sort of the opportunity cost, a massive amount of money. Are they aware of that at these business schools?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they say they do what they can. They don't have unlimited resources. Well, Harvard may, but most don't have unlimited resources, and they can only give so much money. So they do what they can, but they know it's not a perfect system, but they say the investment is worth it, and people will find a way to get there if they really want to.
Okay. Well, we wish them luck, but the numbers do speak for themselves, and what you've dug up there. Great stuff, as always. Melissa Korn of the Wall Street Journal. More on that on WSJ.com.